Ymir's just going
Shut
to
up,
kill
Dylan.
everyone.
I've turned on the sound and the stream started. And now the stream started with me chastising you.
Very good.
It's not the brand I'm going after.
It's not exactly. This isn't exactly new.
Welcome, everybody, my lads, my boys, my sweet, sweet boys, to episode 25, I think, or season 2, episode 5 of Tatts Tarrasques. This episode is titled Leemoogoogoon, because the fish language is weird and, all their names are strange. When last we left our heroes, Winfred, do you want to give us a bit of a recap on what Winfred remembers from last time we met our heroes?
Well, last time that we tuned in, we got attacked by some fish people, and we dealt with those fish people in a very timely manner. And then we pulled into port, and were greeted by by more fish people of the same species, but these were friendly fish people, and they invited us to dock in their little town called Sloobludop. And we met a whole bunch of people with really weird names, and then our party split up. And I, Mr. Winfred, went off with our mermaid friend to try and fix the ship because I feel really bad about breaking it. And Ymir and I believe Thorindir and let me get that right. Is it Ymir, Thorindir, and Paulie all went together?
No, just
brother.
Paulie decided to follow me to the temple.
And Thorindir went to the pub. Okay, so Ymir and Paulie went to go and get sacrificed by an old god, and Thorindir went to the pub. The end.
So not only did they split the party, they split the party 3 ways, which in a party of 4 is incredible.
Hey, we know what we're doing.
And you're exactly right.
Winfred's there, trying to count on one hand how to split the party in 3 ways evenly. Well, if we cut Thorindir into 3 pieces, someone could take his arms and legs. Someone could take. Wait, no, that wouldn't work. And he's just gonna sit there in the intro screen with a piece of paper trying to do math.
Are you hobbiting fucking Grimsbane at the moment? Are you fucking trolls trying to divide him up how to eat him?
It's like meat's back on the menu.
Well, if you think about it, though, Ymir went with Paulie, Winfred went with Tidal, and Thorindir went with the Grimsbane Fortune. So I feel like everyone has a buddy at least. And
do you have your exit buddy?
Do you have your exit buddy? Exactly. So we cut to Ymir. The room you're in shimmers with dancing lights and glowing particles. There's a pool of water in this antechamber, and the lidless eyes of the Koatoa priest, the archpriest, Ploop, if you remember, gaze madly at you. He has just told you that his daughter is has been part of this new religion that's been coming up in Sloobludop, and they worship the Father Ocean, the Father of the Deep, Leemoogoogoon, and they've been doing a lot of sacrifices lately. And he believes that you have been sent here by the Sea Mother to help him infiltrate her cult, her religion. And so he said that they will deliver you and Paulie to his daughter as a measure of goodwill, but you will not actually be captives. You will not be tied up. You will still have your items, so that they may enact a plan. And while they're distracted, while he can infiltrate with his loyalists and undermine this cult from within. And Paulie seemed pretty righteous about the idea, from what I remember. I mean, Timmy's not here, so we can't ask him, but I'm pretty sure he hand on feathers said, "This is the greatest plan that's ever been concocted. Ymir is the chosen one. Ymir was destined to do this."
Yes, and Ymir was still trying to converse about this with Fishman Sam. Barnacle Bill, whatever we want to call him.
Plupine.
Yep, Barnacle Bill it is. All right, Bill. Wait, that's not Ymir's voice. All right, Bill. Well, I'm not gonna be sacrificed. That's not happening. But we can go in there under the guise that I will, and then you point out the high priest, and I'll just, we'll take care of it.
Yes, like the mighty angler. We shall dangle you forth before them and say, yes, look at this pretty morsel. This glowing, too good to be true feast.
Now, I wouldn't say morsel. I'm a bit bigger than a morsel. Maybe this loaf of bread. This
discarded loaf of bread on the water's surface, floating around, ready to be picked at by Minnie the bottom feeder, and she will come up and will be open, probably lost in the ceremony. And if that is when you strike, and you can kill Bloplipod, my daughter, and put an end to this false worshippery.
So you want your daughter dead? Was that the plan?
Yes.
Okay, easy. Done. Sweet. Let's go.
We cut back to as Plupline Pen Ploop starts laying out plans of where they will meet her, and speaking with his guards about the stages of the plan of taking you to where they worship the deep father. We cut back to Winfred. Winfred,
So you're telling me that coral is a good substitute for wood? Oh, interesting. Hi, damn daddy.
Hi, Winfred. You and Tidal are ambling your way along in the mid part of town. The shuffling, fish-eyed creatures kind of sort of making their way around you. Some of them seem to be moving about at tasks. Others seem to be just sort of moving about in general. One of them bumps into you, screams as if he didn't see you before.
Winfred screams back.
Yeah, and then he sort of darts and runs away. This Koatoa, this fish man.
Does he look like salmon?
A little bit. He probably also like jumps a bit slightly, right? Like as he goes to run away, he sort of jumps up, waggles a bit, keeps running. Tidal puts her hand on you on your furry shoulder, and or at least like as far up as she can kind of reach. It's more maybe like the forearm bicep area.
Yep.
And she says, they sleep with their eyes open. They don't stop moving. Even on the surface. I think it's just it's a habit thing. They're not as advanced as we merfolk. They're still a lot closer to their fish ancestors. But I think
Their fish ancestors are very tasty.
indeed they are. Maybe we could find some to, like, not Koatoa, but maybe they have some food around here. But you wanted to find.
I think even Winfred is smart enough to read the room to know not to eat fish in a fish people village.
I don't know, man.
If you want me to make a wisdom check for that one, well and truly will. But I think Winfred has a high enough fucking intelligence to realize that maybe cannibalism in a fish village probably isn't the best idea.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. It depends on the fish, I guess, because I think fish eat other fish. Sometimes.
Well, I'd say 90% of other fish are cannibals, so...
Yeah.
Look, fair. Anyway, you were saying.
There's always a bigger fish, mate.
Tidal, look, I'm going to give you inspiration just for a Qui-Gon Jinn quote. So, was it Qui-Gon Jinn? No, it was, who's the other one?
Yeah, it's Qui-Gon, yeah.
It's Qui-Gon, yeah. Love a bit of that Taken, but with wizards. laser wizards.
Wizards.
I like that. I like that. Yep.
So she leads you through the town to sort of the midsection of the town, tucked away up near sort of the cavern walls. Is a you start walking through a sort of foresty area, a grove, if you will. There's a number of there's a bit of water trickling down from the roof in places, forming terraces and pools and streams. And there's also lots of mushrooms and fungi growing on the floors and like on the cave walls and things like that as well.
Can Winfred pick a couple of the mushrooms and put them in his bag?
Like how big? They range from all sizes. So how big?
Oh, okay. I just wanted like a couple of little ones, like stuff that he could like maybe put into a dinner or something like that.
Yeah.
Are
sure.
these mushrooms or are these mushrooms?
How would you know? Do you want to give me a nature check?
Yeah, I can give you a nature check. Hang on. Find out what my fucking nature check is. Come on, Winfred, get your shit together. I can't actually see my tile. I can't roll a nature check. Unless I do it straight from
If
D&D
it's just do it from D&D Beyond. That's what I do.
There we go.
Assuming it's probably a +2.
Fun.
Fun.
That's a nat 20 on a nature check.
I love that it's also
I don't know where that
a nat-
second one came from because I only got it once.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure you did.
going with.
Thanks, biggest Steve, for updating my game to actually be the right game that we're playing.
That's a natural 20 on a nature check 10.
Yeah, no, I'm loving it. So you instantly see like there are some of these mushrooms, like some of these are good eating. You spot one that is also good for tea. You're able to find a small patch, well, two major patches. One that you think it's a little bit out of your realm because this is like Underdark mushrooms. Mm-hmm. So you haven't seen the exact ones before, but you know a lot about mushrooms and being an omnivore. You pick some that you know are good for eating. And then there's a couple extra of those other ones that you're pretty confident would do in a good tea, maybe for a bit of a spirit quest kind of scenario.
Fantastic.
And you put those in a different pocket.
Cool. I'm gonna add a couple of these to my inventory on my character
Would
sheet.
Winfred put them in different pockets, or would he just be like, ooh, and just
question.
like, I'll remember
Mushrooms? There's no results found.
No, you
You'll
have to add.
just create an item.
Add items. Oh, that's equipment. I want inventory. That's right. I'll figure this out. Keep going.
Yeah. So when you stand up and turn around, you are greeted by this creature behind you.
Good boy.
Oh, hi.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, hello.
It kind of looks at you. Its eyes kind of squinting, looking from you to Tidal to your pouch.
Oh yeah. Okay. Are these yours? And I hold up the mushrooms. Is he taller than me? He looks taller than me.
He's probably taller than you because you hunch, I think.
Yeah, that's true. I hunch and I'm like 5 or 6 foot tall.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hold them up. Are these yours? I'm
So
sorry.
he's got obviously the sort of mushroom cap on, the clawed hands and sort of growths coming out from all over him. You notice that he doesn't.
He
have
looks
a
like
mouth.
he'd have a French accent.
He has sort of these kind of holes, and he holds his sort of gnarled hand out to you.
Is he like a fist or like a gimmet? Like
Almost like a. It's either a put something in my hand or like a handshake. You're not sure.
I got to shake his hand.
Okay.
Like,
As you
Winfred.
shake his hand, like a puff of spores come out and like coalesce on your head.
Oh, okay. I want to explain to him that, oh, I'm really sorry, Mr. Mushroom. Where I come from, the mushrooms are like free pickings, and they're not sentient. So, because I'm an omnivore, so sometimes we eat mushrooms. But I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to pick them from your grove. If these belong to you, I'm happy to give them back.
You you don't hear a voice, but you kind of get a feeling. Like you feel that you are not bothered by the picking of those small mushrooms. They were not uh, they were not full grown.
Are they his children? Like, I'm not. Do I give them back? Do I replant them? How do mushrooms work?
Mushrooms mostly work on as a on a meta level. Maybe Winfred wouldn't know this.
Please
I don't know.
explain this to me because I'm lost.
I don't know if even I'm going to get this right, but my understanding is that mushrooms work on a spore system. So you kind of want to tap mushrooms out before you eat them or dry them up, because then the spores drop back where you picked them, and that will grow again into more mushrooms later. But once you've picked them, they're done. It's like you can't replant them, I don't think.
Okay.
But then you get a feeling,
Yep.
and that you get sort of a tingly feeling in your brain, and you feel we are gaspied.
We what?
Gaspied.
Gaspied.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a long fucking day, Dan. Don't introduce new words to me.
We feel welcoming.
Oh, welcoming. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Dan's got his thesaurus up.
All right. Thanks, Dan. Thanks, Dan. I'm
So
sorry,
these are the
otherwise
feelings.
fucking-
This is the feelings that Winfred's feeling.
Oh, right. Okay.
Gastric.
We feel welcome. We feel joy.
Okay. All right. So I'm welcome to. I slowly I'm watching the guy's facial expressions.
Yeah, he has no
I'm
facial expression at all. It's just
okay.
mushroom with eyes that the eyes kind of look like they're glaring at you, but that could just be his face. Its face.
Okay, cool. So I feel welcome here, but this guy's glaring at me. So I'm obviously either not picking up what you're putting down, or I'm just feeling real fucking stupid today.
We feel unsure why strangers have come.
Oh, okay. All right.
What does Winfred think at this point?
Honestly, Winfred, the way Winfred thinks is like a hamster in a little wheel. It's like a 56K little fucking modem going on in his head. But Winfred feels very confused. He's like, am I supposed to give these back, or am I cool to? I'm happy to compensate you for them, but where I come from, we pick mushrooms because I'm not from around here. I'm from the forest, a long way away. We came here on a boat.
We feel inquisitive.
Oh, okay. My name's Winfred. I'm a bear. This is my hammer. I call it the fuckbringer. I learnt that from my brother. He's a big fella. And he swears a lot. But
That me? Ymir's ears are burning.
And Winfred goes to put the mushrooms back in his pocket.
You feel sort of a when you mentioned the forest and just picking mushrooms in the forest, you feel a need to sort of think about that, the word forest and what is that, what that elicits in your mind. like what does Winfred think of when he thinks the word forest?
Forest. Winfred thinks of home. Like he thinks of like a cool summer morning in the forest where like the dew from the night is just setting in. I think he goes to like pick a bunch of mushrooms for breakfast. Along with some other like berries and plants and things like that, and mixes them into like a little breakfast salad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
The
doing my
creature
best
in
here,
front
dude.
of you. Yeah, no, this is going. This is
Yeah.
great. The creature in front of you sort of vibrates a little bit, and you see sort of like more spores kind of lift off it and around it on the ground, and sort of settle slowly on the ground. And
I lean over to Tidal and I'm like, I'm guessing that's how he speaks to people. He like shimmies and spores come off of him. Am I right?
she says, "Yeah, uh, it, she they communicate through the spores."
Oh, okay. That would have been really helpful information like 5 minutes ago after I had like a full fucking mental block here. Title. I'm not from around here. You know these people, man. You're supposed to interpret it for me. I can't speak the language.
You're doing great.
Oh, okay, thanks.
The spores don't really work on me as well, so you're going to have to do the heavy lifting of the conversation. Also, because
okay.
I don't think the DM Daddy wants to do two NPCs talking to each other and that be the entire show.
Look, that seems fair enough. That's fair enough, DM Daddy. I'll sort that out.
Gaspard, you feel sort of a feeling of we are Myconid.
Myconid.
We are sovereign.
Oh, right. Okay. Okay, so he's connected to all mushrooms, and he doesn't really like the fact that I'm picking mushrooms, hey?
He says, come meet, we will meet my lineage.
Oh, okay. Okay,
And he sort of turns and starts sort of slowly ambling to the sort of deeper part of this this grove where there's sort of larger mushrooms and things like that.
Okay. Does he want me to follow him? Because I feel like that's a cue to follow him. Old mate speaks in like riddles and things, and see, I'm not the smartest bear. I'm smarter than the average bear, but I'm not the smartest bear. That's my cousin. He's a very smart bear. But I feel like he wants me to follow him, but he speaks in riddles, and I'm not good at riddles.
I think the way you two think is maybe a little different, but you need to think at him what you're trying to convey.
Think at him. Oh,
yeah,
that's gonna be a struggle. Okay. I like pitter patter after this guy. I think at him and I try to think. I like put my two fingers up to my temples. I think at him. I'm like, I think I need to fix the ship for my friends. If you can help with that, that would be fantastic. And I promise I will go on a mushroom-free diet from now on. And I like sit there staring at him like this, waiting for his response.
Yeah. As you start doing that, he kind of turns around to look at you, and then you feel ship. What is a ship?
Oh, a ship is like a boat, but like a big boat. It sails across water over like using buoyant things like wood and things. Now, I don't agree it should be made out of wood. Wood is a terrible thing to make ships out of. Like you could make boats out of like coral. I've been learning about coral boats recently, but I digress. Ships are like big boats that carry lots of people. You don't know what a boat is, do you? Do you? I can explain what a boat is, but we might be here for a while.
So
What's a boat?
the feeling you get back is like a hat full of children traveling to another place to spread.
Sort of, but if you turned the hat upside down and put the children inside the hat, and then put the hat on some water and got paddles, and it's like an upside down hat with paddles. Sometimes it
And
has a sail.
it can spread children across distance, across water.
Hmm. Depending on the children, I suppose. I mean, we come from a distant land, and now you could say that we are down under. But yeah, I suppose.
And you
Depends on
are
how you make children, I suppose.
and you're
If
attempting
you're a
to
bard, it's a very lucrative process.
return there.
Back to the forest. Maybe. I don't know where I'm going from here.
With the
I don't know if
morning
I'll ever go home. I might just be on an endless adventure. That seems like a lot of fun. Hi, I'm Winfred.
and you feel, hi, I'm Gaspard.
Oh, your name is Gaspard. That makes a lot more sense.
But you are traveling and need this cap to travel.
Yeah, sort of. We need to fix the cap. The cap has a couple of holes in it. The hat that we turn upside down and sail across the water has a couple of holes in it. So we need to stitch it up like you would a hat, but with wood or something else other than wood. I don't know.
And at this point of the conversation, you've reached sort of one of the larger mushrooms,
Mhm.
and Gaspard kind of gestures, and then you feel these are our grandfathers.
Hi, grandfathers. I'm Winfred. Do they have faces too?
The giant mushrooms do not respond.
Okay.
But Gaspard says, you are here for building material.
I suppose you could call it that, yeah.
And what do you offer in trade for my people's flesh?
People's flesh. I don't want to make boats out of flesh. That seems cruel.
He says, you will take them many places.
I mean, yeah, but we're going into dangerous waters. I don't know what's around the corner. We got attacked by fish people and a kraken on the way here. It was like a weird shaped kraken. I guess you could say it was a malformed kraken. But yeah, I don't know if I want to take your people into danger. But I'd be happy to travel with them.
And you've left these fish people and kraken as dead bodies in your wake.
Yeah,
They have
I did a
become
very good job, according to my my party members and DM Daddy, of course.
they have become rich fertilizer.
I suppose so, but they're currently sitting in the water, so I don't know how the soil would get to your mushrooms. I'm guessing you want to grow them, I suppose.
But you will be going to more places and
Oh yeah,
leaving more
absolutely.
bodies in your wake.
Oh
More
yeah, absolutely, yeah.
fertilizer.
Yeah.
He says, then we are agreed.
We are agreed on what exactly? What did I agree to?
We will travel with you,
Oh, okay.
and he kind of leads you over to a group. There's a bunch of smaller myconid mushroom men, almost like toadstool sized little ones. Toad is in like Toad from Mario.
Yeah. I'm
halfling.
imagining little terrifying toad men.
Yeah. Sort of walking around, and they oh wait, they actually have a thing. Oh, here we go. How's that?
Oh, can we have a dog one?
They look really cool.
Yeah.
I like them.
They sort of lead you over and are piling up this area with what looks like not quite like planks of wood, but a sort of cuts of mushroom.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Um. Oh, are these your like tradesmen? Can they fix the ship? Do they have tools? What do mushrooms use for tools?
Uh, Gaspard sends a feeling at you
Mm.
of um, you wish to. It's sort of like a question, a query.
Mhm.
You wish to affix us to your hat, your travel hat,
My travel hack. Yes.
so that it will not sink.
Yeah.
Um, we can aid you, and in turn, you will aid us
By spreading mushrooms everywhere.
by traveling far
By traveling far. Yeah, we'll travel very
and
far.
leaving blood and bone and phosphorus and fertilizer behind you in
Okay.
the soil.
Um. Would I be able to do a check of some kind to uh see what alignment these people would be?
Yep.
What check would I do for that?
Are you trying to like sense their intentions, or?
Yeah. Pretty much. That's what I'm trying to do.
Mhm. Yeah, like sort of like an insight check.
An inside check? Yeah. Okay. Cool. I can do an inside check.
Terribly.
4.
They're on the level.
Yeah.
I mean,
I got
they're
4.
sending you a feeling of like this is joy, this is harmony. We are joy.
This is
We spread
when
joy.
Okay.
We are joy, and we will spread joy far and wide.
Sorry, I'm just eating my dinner.
That's right. He says we will accept payment.
Um. There's just one problem. You said that I will be using like the flesh of your grandfathers to fix the ship. I have a thing against cutting down trees. I don't particularly like boats that are made out of wood, which is why I was talking to Tidal before about making a coral ship because they can actually grow the pieces of the ship into the pieces. It sounds very cool. But yeah, I don't feel very good about cutting down your ancestors. That seems really mean.
Um, he says we do not understand. You are made of living flesh,
Yeah, but I wouldn't make myself like use part of my flesh to make a boat out of it. It's like somebody wearing a bearskin coat. I don't like seeing that thing either. It's
and
very mean.
the one claw kind of points at. Are you wearing like a kilt or like a loincloth or something?
Yeah, it's like a woolen kilt.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like a woolen great kilt kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So, you wear the growings of creatures.
Yeah, but this is very different. Sheep need to be shorn, you see, because like if they get too hairy, then they get like blindness, and sometimes it even affects their joints in their knees. So this is actually very ethical. You can take the wool off of sheep. Oh, you probably don't have sheep around here. Yeah, sheep are like fluffy dogs, and you have to give the dogs a haircut so you can use it. And when you use it, it's like they just grow it back, and then you do it again. People make businesses out of it. It's very lucrative.
Um, he with his sort of taloned claw scrapes off part of his own skin
Hmm.
and then presents it to you and says, um, "And you will take us with you."
But will it grow back?
Um, all things grow back. All things grow if given the right
Yeah, but those
environment.
guys, and I point toward like the grandfather mushrooms, those guys look like they've been there for a long time. That looks like it'd take a long time to grow back.
Um, like the creature whose hair you've taken,
Hmm.
it will grow back.
Yeah, but you don't understand. Sheep grow back their hair really fucking quickly. He's like, real fucking quickly.
What is time in this place?
Oh, you dog. The old what is time?
Oh dear.
What is time to
Uh,
the stone? What is time to the grove?
yeah, but like, I know that people like cut down some of the forests, and some of those forests took multiple generations of my people to grow back, and I don't really like seeing that. I don't like seeing things being cut down, because even if it does take a long time to grow back, that means that all of the people that rely on the forests can't benefit from it in the meantime, and that means that an entire ecosystem gets thrown out. And Winfred goes on a tangent of like, I don't want to go on a tangent of like tree hugger things, but Winfred's a tree hugger pretty much.
They
and like,
they listen very patiently, and um, and then you get sort of a feeling of like this is right. This preservation, conservation, and not over. So like you can cut down a tree but not a forest. You can shear a sheep but you wouldn't kill it for its skin.
mm-hmm,
Um, and while and you also get the feeling of um, control. You get the feeling of if you could have
mm-hmm,
thousands of children every day, you would choose not to.
mm,
But sometimes you do need to cut away
mm.
your family so that there is room for new growth, so that there is room and resources and food for new children.
Okay, so basically what you're saying is that you're trying to do like a controlled cutoff and clear like a clearing so that you can grow it back, like a haircut.
It looks up, tries to look at its own head, looks at your fur, uh, and you get the feeling of uh, a trim for new growth.
Oh, like a haircut then. That's a little bit different, I suppose. Okay, you broke me.
Let's.
Can I make another? Can I make another nature check?
Mhm.
Just to see, like what would happen if I were to take these mushrooms and and add them to the ship. Like what kind of effect that would have to the ship, and
Mhm.
would it bond with the other wood and the ship?
Sure. Yeah. Give me a nature check.
That's an 11.
You think these sort of planks of mushroom that they've brought out, these kind of logs of
Mm-hmm.
mushroom, could
Mm-hmm.
certainly be fashioned into. You sort of go over, give him a touch, give him a schnoz roll, give him that sniff. They're whilst they're kind of spongy on the outside, they do have sort of a solid core to them, and
Sorry, you cut out, Dan.
while they're spongy on the outside, they do have a solid core to them.
Oh, yep.
And you think they could be fashioned to essentially become planks that you could use like any other piece of wood on the ship.
Okay.
So you're pretty confident you could use these pieces to repair the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Beyond that, with an 11, you're not really sure of the further ramifications.
Dan, I know that there is a nefarious purpose for these fucking mushrooms, but I'm choosing not to do anything about it in game. Okay, so I need to get back into character now. I say to Gaspard, okay, I suppose we have a deal. I will affix I will help your little mushroom toad people across the sea so that they can make other friends and make other family in other places of the world, and you can help us repair our ship. Do we have a deal? And Winfred holds out a big paw.
And what do you offer in exchange for my family's flesh?
I mean, I'm helping your little people across the ocean so they can grow in other places. Isn't that what you wanted?
You must describe for me
Mm.
surface world structures.
Oh, surface world structures. It's like this, but a lot more sunny. You don't know what the sun is, do you?
Describe to me the precise dimensions
The precise
of
dimensions.
bricks used to hold up a house, the density of lumber used in a log cabin. You will tell me these things. You will describe them and think of them so that I may see and that I may build.
Winfred tries to think of like log cabins that he's seen in the past. I'm not sure if this guy looks like he can read my mind. So like, I try to think of like log cabins that I've seen in the past, and like forests of like big tall trees and like big wooden trees and things like that. I think of the the morning dew of the forest, and like how damp and moist it is in the morning, and the fertile soil below it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just sitting there in person. I'm sitting there and I'm just like, whilst
As
all of
you,
these things are like running through my mind.
yeah, as you're thinking of that, the myconids, even the small ones, sort of stop working and all stand there, sort of arms out, shivering and shaking, while you see sort of clouds of spores erupt around them.
Okay.
Um, and
These people
then
all want to talk to me too. Hello, I'm Winfred.
After a moment of this, they sort of turn back to their work, picking up and starting to carry sort of stacks of this mushroom lumber down the path you had come and towards the boat, and you feel the we are agreed.
Okay. I just have one condition. Will these guys follow my orders if they give them any? 'Cause I just want to keep them safe, you know? I don't want them to go and run off and do their own thing and then have them die. And yeah.
We will deliver the flesh to the ship.
Oh,
We
okay. So they're
will
not coming with me?
affix the flesh to the ship, making it stronger. But we who are smaller must remain to grow larger. We send out the spores to find purchase in the loamy soil.
Oh, okay. So you're saying that the spores that you left on my forehead here, and the spores that you left in the he can't say the F word, the you know the planks, because he doesn't like the F word, he doesn't like the word flesh, but the planks, the spores out of that,
Fungus
those are
is
the
not a
ones that are
dirty
coming
word.
with me, huh? No,
Fungus is not a
flesh.
dirty. Yeah, no. Yes, he sort of motions to, and you get the idea of the stacks of flesh, the stacks
Oh,
of
okay, cool.
fungus
All
will
right.
go with you.
Yep. Okay, cool.
They have served their
So,
purpose in growing and will release their children into new places where we could only dream of going, and we will bring joy wherever we land.
wonderful. That sounds really nice, and I like joy. That's a nice feeling. Okay, cool. So, um, Winfred leads the little mushroom folk back to the ship,
And I turn around to Tidal and I'm like, that seems like a really good deal. He's going to make a lot of people happy and we get free wood out of it. This is really good. Completely oblivious to whatever underlying purposes that they might have. And I imagine like Tidal's sitting there just like, oh, fuck, the boys are not going to like this.
Yeah, she's also like when like she just says, "Oh, you're the chief navigator on LaFloridita now, right?"
Well, yes, I am.
Yeah. Well, I just had an idea. The areas around my city are very shallow, so we probably want to park the ship a couple of 100 feet out from the shore when you go to drop me off, and I'll just go. I'll just swim ashore. We don't need to bring the ship in close. Don't worry about it.
I'm oh, well, you look like you're a pretty capable swimmer, so that seems fair enough, yeah.
Yeah, lovely. Thank you. And you make your way back. We cut or we fade to inside a bar where Thorindir is just sort of finishing up, I would say, his fifth song.
Oh, 100%.
And has been making what may or may not be currency. There's a couple of things that are in sort of the. Did you put down a bowl? You put down a bowl or a cup or a mug?
I put down my hat.
Put down your hat.
I'm really regretting saying that now because it might be wet and moist now. And slimy.
On the ground.
No, fish hands getting fucking all
up in your hat.
Yeah.
Well, I think there's some things that are universal, right? Like you put a hat down, you start playing music, people start putting things in the hat, and you get a combination of there's a couple of sort of metal pieces, but also you occasionally get some kind of sort of slimy bone, maybe some kind of fish bone. What else we got here? A couple of sort of copper pieces, some tarnished silver pieces, and a small kind of brownish pearl amongst the sort of items and trinkets that you get. Woo! Food delivery. Is that dessert? Was that dessert getting delivered for Winfred?
No, that's seconds.
Oh, secondsies. Yeah. What about elevensies?
Sophie's a fucking great cook, and I cannot get enough of her cooking.
Excellent.
She's gonna make me fat.
Yeah.
So I can't run away, apparently.
Good.
No, she's just helping you get to that point of cosplaying Winfred.
Yep, that's exactly what she's doing.
Cool. Yeah. So your hat does get a little bit slimy with some sort of small like fish morsels that still have a little bit of meat on them when they drop them in, but mostly you're getting kind of coins and things like that.
Yeah, and Thorindir sort of getting acclimatized to freaky fish guy culture. Has he sort of starting to get an inkling of the rustlings and bustings of the city? Like, is he starting to get a glimpse of their culture? Like,
yeah, give me an insight check, and because you're playing a very good performance, I'll give you advantage on this one. See if you can sort of not just play music, but kind of scan the crowd as you do so, right? And kind of keep track of all these creatures that kind of look the same. 11. Whilst you don't get a lot of the particulars of the culture, you do notice that in this room, there are sort of different levels of floor. Or the floor kind of rises up in certain places. There's almost like you're kind of on a stage playing, as that's kind of where you naturally gravitated to, I imagine. But there are sort of other stage-like areas, and that not all the Koatoa will go up on them. Only some of them will go up on them, and they seem to be sort of the perhaps the higher ups. The more important people get up higher, kind of thing.
So the noble fish stand up on the higher platform, sort of thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And then when they talk down to the others, and the others kind of mill about. They very rarely stand still. And in fact, I'm not sure if Thorindir incorporates this into his act, but the Kotoa seem to always like sort of walk back and forth a little bit, even while like on the dance floor looking at you. It's almost like there's a weird shuffle going on, and they're kind of dancing, but not. It's just they're rarely standing still.
Yeah. Okay. I guess Thorindir will pick up his hat and blow away the fish glime and hit it up. And as having played a couple of songs, he heads back to the bar and looks down at the assortment of trinkets and blip loops and glip laps. He gives his portion to the barkeep, his paying his due for letting him perform, and scuffles on about. But he orders one more of them orbs that he had before that got him quite turned.
Yep. Is that one for the road or?
Yeah, one for the road, exactly, my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get another one he asks for sort of a couple of silver. He takes a couple of tarnished silver and one of the sort of fish morsels off you, one of the bits of sashimi that was in your hat.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like that time where you don't know what the price is, so you just kind of show them everything you have, and he just takes the bits. You kind of trust bartenders to take the right amount.
Yeah.
And he he gives you your kind of weird jelly orb that you can kind of suck on and drink from, and you leave a little bit swaying. You're not sure if it's the time at sea has sort of given you sea legs and now you're on dry land and you're getting a bit of a sway, or whether that alcohol's starting to kick in. Give me a perception check.
While I roll that, has anyone actually had sea legs, bro? Like been out to sea for many days and then come back in and you fucking move?
Yeah, I was on a houseboat for a week, and then I got off, and even on that was just on a river that was quite calm, but you still get used to the rocking and like your legs kind of absorbing movement and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, he sees nothing, bro. He is quite turned from these orbs.
All right. You hear a voice kind of gurgle behind you, but you're kind of hearing that all over, right? Like a and at the sort of as you kind of turn, you're like, oh, what is that? Maybe I forgot to get my change from the bartender or something. You feel a smack on the back of your head, and it goes dark.
Like, is it cold, slimy, or is it like describe the hand to me slapping me in the head?
Yeah, it's. You don't feel it for a long period of time. It's very quick. This cold, sharp slap, and you're on the ground. Your vision dimming, and you see a couple of Koatoa kind of mingling around you. One of them has 2 octopuses tied to their head, almost like Sailor Moon baubles.
And
Accessorizing.
he passes out. But does he like? This is up to you. I don't mind if you let me roll it, but because obviously he was still holding his orb. Does he get to suck up the orb before he loses consciousness?
Give me
Does he spill his drink?
Give me a dexterity saving throw, I think. Yeah, I don't think he spills it at all. Yeah. Now you tell me: does he fall straight armed, like keeping the drink not spilling, or does he get the last of it in before he goes down?
No, I don't. He grabbed it for the road. I think that would be. I've been knocked out.
Still pretty full. Yeah.
I'm gonna drown. I think Budnick tried to drink, but definitely he doesn't spill it, and he falls with his arm out, still holding the drink.
That's
Yeah.
right. I think in the TV adaptation of this campaign, it's that from his point of view, you mostly see the drink still full, unspilled, and then behind him you see his assailants.
Yeah,
but the focus is on the drink.
the drink. Yeah, you see the Sailor Moon tentacle orbed princess, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Princess. I don't even know if it's a fish. I don't know if fish is royalty. Like, come on. But it's pretty funny. Like, he saves the drink. I'm impressed.
Yeah.
I'm glad with that role.
The last thing you hear is kind of like a burbling cheer. And you're like, yeah, that's right. I saved it.
Grimsby never spills his drinks. Except that time he spilled his drinks.
Yeah. We cut back to Paulie and Ymir. I've been waiting patiently with the archpriest Bloop. And he says, and you divine messenger of the sea goddess, what I certainly have a plan, but I would love to hear your divine insight on how we should approach this matter. We will need to make it convincing if we are to fool my daughter. She is, of course, of my spawn, and despite her incorrect ways of thinking about the gods, she is surely very wise to have created such a following in such a short time.
All right. Well, my plan is walk in. Right? We mosey on over there. We walk in, and you say, "I present to you your champion, Ymir, the Great, or whatever. Don't care." And then I walk over to her, say, "Hello, I am your champion. I have been brought to you as the champion to solidify your claim." And then I chop her head off. That sound about right? And in saying this, Ymir also looks at Paulie and just winks.
He
To him,
says,
he's pretty chuffed. He's pretty happy with his plan.
the archpriest kind of nods, swims his head around a little bit, and says, "Yes, we'll tell her that you have come as a bridge between our people, and that you that we have accepted her divine visions and welcomed them, and brought you as a champion as an offering, a champion of the sea goddess, and." When she accepts you, then you will be able to get close to her, and as you say, cut off her head.
Yes. So we are extending. I don't believe you would know what an olive branch is, but we are extending an olive branch. But instead, it is my axe. Got it.
I think we have a similar saying here of extending a kelp vine to.
Yes. a very solid kelp vine made of steel. Yes. Now, one other thing. They don't have anything that's made out of wood, do they?
He says, most things in Sloobludop are made of stone or bronze or leather. We don't have a lot of. We have the grove, of course, the Myconid Grove.
No.
The mushroom folk, they could be considered a type of wood.
I don't think my axe has a problem with mushrooms. I just don't think he likes trees very much.
You will not find many trees down here. Of course, I have heard stories of animals that of plants that rely on how do you say sunlight?
Yes, that's that one. The big shining ball in the sky. Yes.
Yes, I mean, of course, it's fanciful tales and stories to impress young anchovies and make them go to bed on time. And
yes,
there's a big ball in the sky is going to cook you up if you don't get under your rock and go to sleep. It's
do not worry.
we tell the children.
There's not very much sun where I come from either. A lot of cloud.
Cloud?
It's mountains. He's up in the mountains. He doesn't see the sun very much. It's colder climates. I imagine he wouldn't see the sun very much.
No, he's just confused. He doesn't understand the word cloud.
Oh, yes. Cloud. They're big.
I saw you about to I saw you look at your vape. Like, do I give him some fucking thick clouds?
I just filled it up. Big masses of vapor. You've got lots of water. It's basically water goes up
Just
into
imagine
the
sky water.
I just hear sky water from somewhere. I'm like, shut up, bear. Wait, the bear's not here.
No, Winfred's like a few k's away at the ship, but he can hear you because time and space has no value in the Forgotten Realms, and you just hear him scream at the top of his lungs, "Sky water!"
I was getting to that. Yes, the water goes up from the big ball of fire. It basically evaporates, which means it gets rid of it.
That's a big word for Ymir. I'm gonna have to get a wisdom saving throw on evaporates,
all right.
my dude.
Where's my wisdom? Wisdom. Here we go. I mean, it's a 14.
I'll allow evaporates being part
well,
of
if it was bad, I was going to say the water melts. It goes up, and it makes these things called clouds, which then make more water, and it falls back down. Don't worry. Let's just get this on with. Let's get on with it.
Yeah. He says, "Okay, we'll take you in, and what we'll do is he says we'll take this kelp and bind your hands, though we will not actually bind your hands."
Nope, not happening. I'm not very good at getting out of things like that. I don't care. I will just walk in all happy.
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh, God. Well, 17.
That's pretty good. He says, okay, if you think that is the best way forward, then...
I am the champion. The champion does not get bound.
Fair enough. Then you will need to put on a good display that you are here and being delivered to them, and that you are docile until the time.
Alternatively, I could hold the kelp between my hands and make it look like I am bound. Whichever you think is best, I don't care.
I think that'd be great. So
okay.
So he sort of essentially gives you a wrap of kelp that you can kind of hold in your hands.
Yeah. So I'm imagining Ymir's like holding it, but then he's like thrown the sides over the other hand so it looks like it's around his wrists.
Yeah. But and this stuff seems pretty flimsy to your kind of strength. Though
that's a good point.
Yeah.
I do have a 17 plus 3. Kelp ain't gonna stand a chance.
Cool. So meanwhile, Winfred during this time is sort of taken delivery, signed for delivery on the Myconid wood, and
the way he signs for it is just pour on the paper.
Yeah. You just do it on like one of the Myconid's heads, and it just kind of like indents into its mushroom cap head
on his face. Jesus Christ!
And you just like push it down, like if you ever put, what are the
it's
like
portobello
mushrooms where they have like
Saruman now.
Like portobello mushrooms, like under the inside where the spores live. Yeah. It's like the little fins of like, almost like a air conditioning filter under there or something. Like just press down your paw print on that, and just like it leaves your impression on there.
Right. Okay. Cool.
And they start loading up the ship.
Cool. Now I just need someone to actually do it because my hammer's too big and I don't know how to fix boats.
Ymir has woodworking tools.
Woodworking tools.
Yes,
Do
he's
you
proficient
have-
with them.
Do you have mushroom working tools?
I have woodcarver's tools. I'd like to think that Ymir would be able to figure it out. He's good at building things.
DM Daddy?
He did build the fuckbringer. I think we can
Exactly.
assume that he knows how to build things out of weird shit.
Yeah. The fuckbringer, you got to remember, that is made out
That
of
is entirely fair.
that is made out of a staff, a bunch of spears, some dust from an old hammer,
I mean,
and some magical essence that was in a forge. Like, he's good.
in fact, you actually probably have a problem if you give Ymir real planks of wood. Like, he would actually not know what to do with them. He only knows how to use like interesting stuff to make things. He can't use real building materials.
Oh, yeah, no, I plugged a hole in the boat with, like, the stub of a spear. Like, he's not
Dan,
good at functioning.
sorry to interrupt. I've got the advanced to dawn and advanced to dusk in huge buttons. Is that you or is that my thing's bugged out?
I don't know. It shouldn't be in huge buttons. Just maybe refresh. I don't see it.
Yeah, I refreshed it before and it came back. But I'll refresh it again.
All right, Ymir is he's psyching himself up.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he's doing that thing where he's like jumping up and down, slapping himself in the cheeks. It's just like, yep. Okay, limber up. Let's get this.
All right.
Paul is just behind Jack. Can't.
And Paulie's just like, no. I like to think that like Ymir's like just slapped Paulie. Just like, go to sleep.
All right. Where is? So you, with the priest and 3 of his sort of retinue, he leads you out through the city again, in which you've just come from, and out past the shrine of the Sea Mother, which you can see here in all its.
That's a quite nice shrine.
Hang on, did he say that he slapped Paulie?
No, I said I would like to.
Okay.
I haven't yet. Maybe later.
Okay. So I was going to say, that sounds like an attack roll, DM10.
Oh.
Yeah.
It will be a very, very, very big unarmed attack.
But your hands are bound, so...
They look like they're bound. I could hammer fist him with both.
Yeah. Where is my thing here? No. Sorry, I'm just trying to find my... Okay. So yeah, he leads you through the streets. I'm just going to grab a drink real quick, and then we will resume. So if you want to take a quick bathroom break, or grab a bevo if you haven't already, or eat thirdsies. If Soph's going to bring you some thirdsies, then
I think my stomach might explode if I tried thirdsies.
Right, that's quick.
Are we taking a 5-minute intermission?
Yeah, I think take a quick 5-minute break, and I'll set up the next scene, and then we'll get going.
Okay.
I'll fill up my water bottle. I'll be back.
And we're back. Welcome back. Hope you had a great break. Hope you got hydrated. Hope
Had a very
you,
interesting break.
I went and found some coins to give to Sophie because she's going on a snack run.
Yes.
Snack around.
Oh, dude, I actually was so tempted to go to 7-Eleven and get a slushie, but go
I
on.
wanted to go
She's
to the
going
candy
down to the new
store.
Asian grocery and getting some wicked teas. Like the iced teas that come in a cup, in
I
a can.
really wanted to
good.
go to the candy store today, but I am still way too hungover.
Yeah. Do you want to come and say hi?
Candy. Hello.
Hey, number one fan.
Bugger off.
Bring back some of that Whitaker's coconut chocolate. It's my favorite.
Oh, that is pretty good.
Oh, good
That
to
is
know.
pretty good.
Danny
All right.
Boy's birthday. He's
Back
getting
to the
some
game.
Whitaker's coconut chocolate.
Hells yeah. All right, so you are led, Ymir, to sort of the center of the town, up on the near the docks, and at about this time, well, in fact, actually, but as you're being led through the city, Thorindir, you come to. You are tied and bound next to a large sort of stone altar that appears to have some sort of idol on top of it. The idol of Leemoogoogoon, the Deep Father, consists of a large hide cut roughly into the shape of a manta ray and stretched out on cords between support poles. A dead, splayed out manta ray is pinned to the center of the hide, and two dead octopuses are draped across the top, their tentacles pinned and artfully arrayed, their heads tied together and painted with red and blue pigments. The idol reeks of decay, and the broad stone altar below the idol is stained dark with blood.
Okay.
Thorindir is just internal monologuing right now, like, oh, bloody hell, Thorindir, we always knew we'd end up gagged in some sort of underground fish ritual. I knew I should have seen it coming. I should have been a better Christian. No.
What's worse is you look over, and beside you, also tied up, is a sort of bloodied and beaten Durgar, and next to him is a creature which you may not have ever seen before. He sort of has a yellowish green tint to his skin, no hair, and sort of a almost like a speckled kind of look to his skin.
He looks like Abe Sapien's younger brother, George Fishington.
He looks like he really likes dragons.
There is
He kind of looks like an airbender.
a little bit. Okay.
So just from a meta standpoint, which one is the one that I'm being offered to?
We'll get to that. We'll see if you can figure it out. One of the fish creatures, I mean, they all look so similar, but one of them does have a big staff and kind of robes and a headdress, and on top of that headdress is, like on top of the idol, two octopuses, but sort of smaller ones that have been sort of tied around her head, so that they kind of appear like these kind of two heads on top of hers, with the tentacles kind of coming down.
All right, Dan, I'm very sorry for this,
Yeah.
but Ymir is just going to attack Plop
Okay.
immediately.
What?
So you're gonna run forward.
She's the one with the staff, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ymir is just going to, as he's running at her, he's going to rage.
Okay.
I need the macro, please. And for meta's sake, he's not holding a shield. He has his great axe.
Okay. So so we'll describe it as you're led into the square in the center of town. You see lots of koto around this kind of idol. You see a bound, or maybe you don't even see a bound Thorindir, Duragar, and Gith on the other side of the idol itself. but you do see this fish lady with a staff sort of proselytizing and kind of whipping up the other fish into a frenzy. In one hand, she's got this big staff, and the other, she's got sort of this big, what looks like a big ceremonial knife, and she's kind of looking up out to the ocean, and you hear Ploop, your kind of guide, start to say like, "My daughter, we are," and then just fucking Ymir runs forward.
Yeah, Ymir's just like attack him up. Like this is a surprise round. He's going for it. Like the plan was cut off the chick's head, so he's going for the one that looks the most important, and he's going to try and get a surprise round in.
Okay, give me an initiative roll.
Yeah.
With advantage because you are kind of running in here.
Okay, I'll roll it again.
She's gonna try and have her own initiative roll.
Oh,
Yeah, baby.
well, it was 19 plus 2, 21.
Okay.
You're stupid.
Yeah, so you're able to sort of rush in there, catch her off guard.
What
was that, Jacob?
Sorry, I was just had to say something to. Sorry, I didn't mute my microphone first.
That's all right. Let me see what happens if you do that, because I've got every eventuality planned out, mate. You're not surprising me.
Yeah. I just wanted to apologize first because I know you've probably put some time into this encounter, and I'm just gonna fucking cut her head off.
That's fine. So yeah, you rush forward towards the sort of stonework depression that's kind of stained with blood. Give me an attack roll.
12 to hit for 9.
Okay. All right. So in the confusion, you run forward. Give me another attack roll, as because you do have advantage here. Oh, Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah, I'm getting them ready.
Okay.
Yeah. I've got one more that I've got to play in a second. Got to get it ready. Yeah.
Oh, you're just buffing yourself up before you go into battle. Good work.
Yeah, pretty much. I want this over quick. Like, I want to kill her quickly.
So you roll a second attack for me.
Oh, yes. With Bardic Inspiration this time.
Okay.
13 plus a... So, it's a 19 to hit. Yep.
Okay.
Slash roll a 1d. That was a d6, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I can't apply that to a damage roll, can I?
No.
That's
only
just the
ones
attack roll.
From Thorndy you can, yeah.
Well, it's a 20 to hit.
Cool. Like a beautiful dirty 20. You rush forward, cut into her. Her blood kind of splays out over the floor. The other Koatoa kind of around her rush forward to meet with the soldiers of Ploop and Paulie. As her blood sort of sprays out over the altar and kind of starts leaking, although she kind of falls down and like her blood leaving her starts falling into the depression around the altar itself. The archpriest, she calls out, Leemoogoogoon! And all the other Koatoa kind of rush forward to attack and sort of move to intercept you as well, as they also cry, almost like in a chant, Leemoogoogoon, 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 and like as the blood is leaving her, falling into this kind of profane altar, a sound rises above the burbling cries of the Koatoa. The dark surface of the water, further out, bubbles and begins to foam. A thick, oily tentacle bursts forth, followed by another. Then two monstrous heads break the surface, both resembling hideous, angry baboons with wickedly curved tusks. Both heads are attached to a single torso, and the monster's red eyes burn with bloodlust and madness. The creature rising from the dark lake must stand 30 feet tall or more, with water cascading down its back and shoulders. Upon reaching its full height, the great demon throws back both its heads and roars. As Ploop kind of falls down dead, a giant creature starts stepping out of the
Oh, great. It's a
out of the waves.
baboon-looking Balrog.
Surrounding it
A
are
Balrog?
Yes,
sort of these
A
flying manta rays
the Balboon.
that leap out of the water and start descending on the Koatoa and start flying down and kind of tearing them apart. The city goes into pandemonium.
Ymir looks back at the priest that I am meant to be helping and says, "You didn't tell me about this!"
Um,
And then readies his axe. Because he's like, well, I guess we're doing this now.
cool. Yeah, we're going to roll initiative here.
Do I get to keep my initiative of 19?
No, because I didn't put it into the battle.
Damn. I got a
Thorndir
9.
Initially seeing the demon in front of him, just like, oh shit, here we go again.
Oh, Jesus. A lot of dice rolling. Oh, I thought the Duragar was dead.
No, beaten up and bloodied.
Oh, sweet. And same with the Gith. Yeah, nice.
All right, I need each of you. Not Winfred, actually, because Winfred...
Yeah.
well, he's not here, but he's...
Winfred is what?
Winfred's over at the ship.
Okay.
But you can still roll initiative if you want. Winfred, you see from your position in the ship something massive, 30-foot tall, rise out of the water to the west, and then the entire town starts screaming.
I turn to Tidal and I just say, why do I feel like Ymir had something to do with this?
His ears start burning again. He's just like, that fucking bear.
Thorndir, Ymir, Paulie, and the other two are going to need wisdom saving throws from each of you as well.
Yeah.
Charisma saving throws.
All right, I'm going to use my other bardic inspiration on this.
So I'm not rolling initiative just yet?
You can roll initiative, but you don't have to roll a saving throw.
19 plus 6. I got a 25. Dirty 25.
And a natty 20 out of Thorndir, and a natty 1 out of Paulie.
No.
Let's see. Charisma saving throw on the Duragar.
Paulie is now frightened. Ah!
Fuck me.
Don't worry, I got you as well.
Thank you. Okay, so so you witness this creature rise out of the depths, this double-headed tentacle hand creature, and Ymir and Thorndir, you kind of look into that craziness and are just really nonplussed by it. This thing is kind of like whatever. Paulie, though, seems to start losing his mind and has gained a level of madness.
Standard.
Just going to put it in here. Madness. Cool. The Koatoa are just like looking up at it. Half of them are kind of screaming, the other half, especially the ones who seem to be, all about this thing, are chanting, Leemoogoogoon, Leemoogoogoon, as it rises out of the water. Paulie just shaking there in his fear, just and madness. The Googoon steps forward. Roll. Yeah.
That link that you posted in chat, was that meant to be a bonus packs link or just a link?
Just a link to where you can get them. I can chuck a bonus packs link in there in a bit if people are keen. 1d20.
Oh yeah, I've got some packs, don't I?
So claim your packs, boys.
The Leemoogoogoon also looks like this from another angle. This horror of horrors kind of steps forward, lashing out with its tentacle hands.
So would this be a demon?
It looks pretty demonic. And one of the tentacles like lashes out past you, Thorindir, just grabs one of the Kotor fish people who are like guarding you, and just rips him in two and flings him across
Jamie.
to other sides of the town.
Sucks to be him. What up, Timmy?
Yo,
Great timing. We're about to fight a giant.
perfect.
Yeah.
You have
Ymir
gained one
killed the
level of
priest.
madness.
I have.
Yeah.
Okay.
You were just along for the ride, my friend.
Why did you kill the priest?
Because we had to. That was the plan.
Okay, so now that we've killed the priest, can we get the fuck out of here?
No, the ship's not fixed yet.
Oh, we killed the other priest.
Yeah, the bad priest.
Damn, Dan, is the ship fixed? Or is it still...
I mean, it's late.
Ymir had to go and fix it.
Huh?
Ymir still has to go and fix it.
Oh, Ymir has to fix it. Okay, cool. Because I'm thinking we make a like a quick exit. But just in case we can't make a quick exit, I want to give inspiration to Ymir.
I also gave a inspiration to Paulie.
Oh, did you give me another one?
I gave you one just then on the
cool,
Streamloots. Yep.
You gave me another one the other day too.
Yeah.
Let me put it up on here. So just I'm keeping track of it all properly.
Yep. So I've got an inspiration. I will add that to my sheet. Thank you.
Do one of you, or Dylan, do you want to give a bit of a recap to Timmy just because?
All right. So
he was
basically,
there
what's
with you
happened?
the entire time?
All right. So what's happened was we picked up where we left off, talking to the fish man, and their way to sacrifice me wasn't really a sacrifice. They wanted to take me in and say, we are going to sacrifice him to you to solidify you. And the idea was that I was meant to kill her after she accepted me. But as soon as we got here, I sort of surprising attacked her and just jumped at her and cut her head off.
Cool. All right.
So she didn't even get a chance to talk. She's just dead. But then, Dan, if you want to pull up the nice image again for young Timmy.
Oh yeah. So this is the a creature rose after her blood was spilled on this evil altar. A creature rose up out of the depths, and you have gained a level of madness. I hope that's okay with
That thing
you.
is crazy big.
Yeah.
Where is it?
He's
Can we
30.
fight all of these guys? All of these are enemies?
So
not all of them.
Here's the altar. That
That's sick.
Thorindir, a Durgar, and a Gith are kind of tied to or tied up next to, and that she was looking to sort of sacrifice them on. Ymir cutting her down and splashing her blood all over the altar summoned this creature out of the ocean.
I can't see it for some reason, but yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, it's a 30-foot tall, demonic-looking baboon Balrog thing with tentacles for arms. So Ymir's going to kill that next, and then we're going to have a merry old time and leave.
Awesome.
For those of you playing at home, this demon is called a Demogorgon.
Right.
That sounds bad.
Yep, Demogorgons are bad.
Just like in Stranger Things.
Yeah, except, yeah, well,
Cool. All right, so you're all caught up. You've got a level of madness, which I need to resolve, I think.
Nice haircut, by the way.
Thank you very much. Whoops.
All right. Wait? Can we sacrifice someone else to the other guy's god to get a god battle happening?
Like a Pokemon god battle?
we're not over at their altar anymore.
Like, is that their altar right? Is that the other altar right behind me?
No. It's on the other side of the city, as far as I believe.
Yeah, you just come from the other altar. Remember, you gave
Damn it.
that altar
that's
one
right.
gold
Now-
coin, you cheapskates.
How long would it take for me to get there?
Well, it took probably like an hour to walk from one side of the city to the other.
How much by parrot?
How much as the parrot flies?
Yeah.
You could, I mean, you could make it a lot faster than that. But it'd still be like 10, 15 minutes probably.
Probably too long for the fight. It was more or less if I could like get there, summon another god, and then go back.
Yeah.
All good then. I had to ask the
What
question.
with 6-second turns, I think it'll be quite a long time.
Yeah.
Ymir, some of these fish guys, these fish cultists who are kind of stirred up into a frenzy, seeing their god, the Leemoogoogoon, like sort of surround you and start trying to hit you with their spears. Most of them don't land, but a few of them do. Where is it?
Who are they all private? Rude.
Oh. Something I got from my mum's too, which I was very excited about. My D&D Player's Handbook.
Very good.
Oh, wicked.
Oh, yeah.
And something I didn't really say before, but I had poorly written as a character for years, and I always wanted to play him. So that's my original poorly character sheet.
Oh, that's cool.
You're
always
a
wanted to-
fucking nerd.
Yeah, I
And
always wanted to play
nobody
him.
likes you.
Mm, mm,
Nice.
mm.
All right. Ymir takes 3 damage.
Yeah. All right. That's that. And did you use both of these bardic inspirations you gave yourself, Dylan?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, cool. So, all right, I've got the layout all set up, so you should be able to see on stream who has what.
Do you want me to roll initiative? I already got it.
Inspos?
Done. Okay, awesome.
I've done it for you. Yeah. Cool. Next up,
All right, let's kill this booch.
Some of these creatures rush forward and are kind of attacking each other here, and it's just sort of chaos in the streets.
So wait, these ones behind me, would they be considered allies?
Sure.
All right, cool.
Thorindir, one of these sort of manta rays in the sky try and bite at you. But even in your sort of position, I guess he'll have advantage, right? Yeah. Oh! Sort of comes down, swoops down, and tears chunks out of your flesh for 4 damage. The
Part of me is kind of glad I'm not a part of this fight because they seem like they're doing terribly.
Do you want to roll
they're
initiative
good
for me
at it.
anyway, Winfred, in case you
Sure.
want to do things?
Well, that settles that then.
Why is it Winfred here?
He
Winfred
was-
decided he was going to go and fix the ship last episode,
True.
so he spent this episode fixing the ship.
Yeah.
Firing.
Around the Ploop, the archpriest, these sort of spectral salmon start sort of appearing, or spectral piranha start swimming around him and sort of encircling him and you, Paulie, as he sort of raises up these spirit guardians around him. Thorindir.
Yes.
it's your turn. You find yourself sort of bound, being packed at by these manta creatures. As
Clearly,
they
Thorindir, eyes glistening with excitement, his dwarven heritage raging within him as he sees this giant demon rising from the lake. He is not even giving a fuck about the thing biting him right now. He all sees is glory for Grimsbane, and he just starts booming some fucking heaving voice at this fucking demon. He's laughing. He's having the best time of his life. And he is just fucking dissonant whispering, fucking mind fucking this demon right now.
okay.
Ooh.
God damn.
Good damage.
Very nice.
You start whispering in this demon's head, and you're sort of like, but almost like you're kind of held the microphone too close to the speaker. You get a blowback of
Blowback. Oh shit.
of maddening whispers yourself, and you think its insanity has somewhat saved it. You've burned through sort of a layer of its defense, but you think some of its own sanity has kind of protected it from your spell.
Oh fuck yeah. And clearly he hears the booming axe of Ymir behind him. Wait, what way am I tied? I assume I'm around the altar, so I'm
They kind of just knocked you out and left you there.
okay.
Your gear is kind of nearby, but not directly on you. If you had anything overtly threatening, but most of your like just regular stuff, I think, is still there. In fact, you've still got your drink.
Oh.
Well then, and Thorindir clearly hearing, like, feeling the demonic fucking insanity pushing back against his brain, just raises up a drink to the demon emerging from the lake. He says, "Bring it on, you beautiful bastard." Eats the orb and then goes, "Ymir, my boy, I can hear you, my friend. And for once we find a worthy challenge for your brutal axe. Ha ha, my lad. Tonight we don't dine on fish guts, but on demon hearts." And
Ymir
gives
just-
the bardic inspiration.
Hey. Ymir just yells, "All right, got it." And that is a 1D. I always forget.
Oh, one. Oh, wait, is it D6 or 8 yet? Hold on. 1D6.
Good. Oh god. Oh god. The ship's not very seaworthy right now.
Don't you dare.
Hey, you can't see shit. I'm not having this conversation with you. I'm having it with Tide because Tide's standing
No,
right next to me.
you know the best part? After all of this is done, you get to tell Timmy what we're repairing the ship with, but that is something for later.
That's something I only want in character. I want to happen in character.
Yeah, that's for when we meet up. Well, you get to tell everyone.
Dylan, you shouldn't have said anything. I was gonna leave it to be
I'm
a surprise.
sorry.
You already half mentioned this, like there wasn't going to be wood, so.
All right.
Me? I didn't mention shit.
Thorindir,
Okay.
the next to you, the Duragar goes and like punches one of the these creatures in the face, the manta ray-esque creatures, and then sort of disappears and seems to go invisible. You can still hear him next to you, though you can't see him. Thanks, baby. Emma also brought snacks.
Hey.
Oh yeah.
She brought enough for everybody. Woo!
Hey.
Oh yeah.
What are they? Shortbread creams. Nice.
Oh.
All right, Ymir.
All right. Well, Ymir is going to jump on forward a little bit in between these guys. He's then going to attack this one with a 18 to hit for 13 damage.
Oh,
on that one. How's that looking?
He's not quite dead, but he's looking mighty injured.
All right, well, Ymir's just going to, instead of, oh, look, he's going for kill counts today. He's going to hit him again. Bow, 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 bow.
Yeah.
Natty 20.
He's fucking, damn it, I should have hit him.
Absolutely destroyed this guy.
Sweet.
Yeah, you cleave into him, like bits of fish go everywhere. The manta rays are like swooping down, grabbing pieces of it as they're all chanting, Leemoogoogoon, Leemoogoogoon.
Very good. All right, well, Ymir is then going to just end his turn.
All right. The Gith strikes out at the one of the mantas that were attacking him. What does he got? Multi-attack. Cool. Boop. And boop. Sort of strikes one. Well, that pulls our
does
camera
that
all the way
happen to
over
everybody's screen?
Yeah, including the camera.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought that was just happening for my screen.
It's very
I feel
cute.
really bad now. I'll stop doing it.
That's good. He sort of uppercuts one of these flying fish things, the manta rays, and you can see it kind of fall to the ground a few seconds later. So the initial attack didn't seem to sort of wound it enough, but it sort of seemed to just fall out of the sky a moment later. And then he kind of throws a kick at another one, but doesn't do much with it. He kind of looks over to you, and would he? Well, look at him. Oh wait, yeah. And says, "Do you have a way out of here?" And he says it in common to you, Thorndeer.
To me. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Well, my friend, it seems I'm still tied up, and we have a demon charging against us from afoot. But my allies are hearty warriors. Surely team up with us, we'll get out of here. Ha ha!
He kind of looks from you to the giant demon, and then back at Ymir, and seems contemplative for a moment. Winfred.
Can Gaspard still hear me through Mind Link,
Sure.
or did that fade?
We'll say you can.
So you can.
Sure.
I'm gonna like put my fingers on my head, and I'm gonna think to Gaspard. Before I'm gonna think to Gaspard, I'm gonna turn my light on because I just realized how fucking dark it is in this room.
Do bears have fingers, bro?
Like claws, you know.
You can stab yourself in the side of the head with your claws.
Pretty much. There we go. I'll make it white. That's better. So Winfred like puts his claws to the sides of his head, to his temples, and he thinks to Gaspard, and he said, like, I'm pretty sure that you can see that big thingy too. That's probably going to stop us from leaving. So if you want to get your children across the ocean, you better come and help us.
You feel back a we must protect the grove. We are
Where do you
suffering.
think he's coming from? Besides, if we get our way, there's going to be a lot of dead bodies in the port. I know you like dead bodies.
He says, "What is your plan?"
I mean, well, my initial plan was to hit him with a boat, but I get a feeling that the party isn't going to be too happy with that. So, I've already got my people in there chopping heads at the moment. Or fish heads. What do fish have heads? Where does the head and the shoulders? Anyway, they're chopping heads at the moment. But like, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna flank them like the. Have you ever seen the movie Lord of the Rings?
Look to the east.
Look to the east. You know, like that, like a. You guys don't have cavalry here. Like a muscle recharge.
like a mushroom recharge.
Yeah, like a mushroom cavalry charge, a muscle recharge.
You get the feeling of, if you were to leave, we can send one sprout with you. But if you are staying to fight, we will defend the grove. The Koatoa keep to themselves, and so do we.
Well, I'm staying to fight because I've got vested interest. My friends are out there getting hurt, and if we don't help them, then they're going to continue to get hurt. So can you help us, pretty please?
This is not our fight. It is not
But
our god.
yeah, well, it's soon gonna become your fight if we don't stop them here and now. So you can either stop them here and now when they're not on your doorstep, or you can wait until they get to your grove and have them fuck up your shit. Sorry, excuse my language.
Then we will wait.
I spent a lot of time around Ymir.
This creature does not threaten us and may not threaten us.
Yeah,
We
may
will
not,
wait
but it
until it is a
probably
threat.
will. It looks pretty fucking threatening to me.
One of the small myconid sprouts who has sort of stacked some of the wood in the hold of the ship is sort of waiting there on the dock while the others are kind of marching back to the grove.
Can I pick up the little sprite and like hands just like point him toward the Demogorgon and like, can you see this shit? Can you see this shit? I say to Gaspard, this shit is gonna threaten everybody if we don't kill it now.
You feel.
Come on. I'm fucking trying.
We are patient, and if you leave, we go with you. And we will be everywhere. We are sovereign. We are joy.
Yeah.
You must spread the joy.
Yeah, I'm
We
fucking
will
aware
spread
of
the
that.
joy.
Oh, we're trying to get out of here, but I can't leave without my crew. We're not going anywhere if we don't kill this thing.
It's about to
We
start
don't
a
go
diet
anywhere.
purely of
I
mushrooms.
don't leave. You don't get to go all over the world on your I don't know, fucking sabbatical hitchhiker trip that you're doing. Like, nobody wins if we don't kill this thing. So you can either help us kill it or we're gonna die.
Then you will become fertile, loamy earth, and we will repopulate, and you will not go to waste.
But you're part of this world.
We're going to go to Paulie's turn now.
Sorry.
Right. So, I mean, I feel like Paul has just been in a bit of a daze this whole time. Just kind of, Then he
You've sort of just been following Ymir around.
Yeah, he snaps into focus, looks at the Demogorgon, and just says, I came here to kill Demogorgon and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of gum. And I'm gonna fucking...
Yep, can you roll a D100 for me, please?
Sure.
Because you are insane currently. How would a bird chew bubblegum?
It wouldn't. It would die.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay, hold on. Let me.
Oh god, you lost.
I'm gonna send this to you privately. Tim. Please continue.
Oh.
Oh no.
Good. All right. Either way, I did come here to kill Demogorgons and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of gum. And I'm gonna fly. I thought I was certain it was 50 feet. Why is it? Oh, it's back there. Is it like that, or is it from where your position that you were at?
From the position you're at.
One.
2. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, cool. Okay, good enough. Yep, all good.
It's
Yes.
55 feet to get there, yeah.
All right, well, I'm just going to shoot an arrow at him. Then I will move into that building there and then shoot an arrow out from it. Is that possible to go? Yeah, cool. That makes. There we go, like that.
I'm afraid an 8's not going to cut it.
Yeah. That's all right. Then I'm just going to go and use my bonus action to hide.
Excellent. Give me
Do you want me to roll stealth?
Yes, please.
Oh,
Me.
no.
You've got an. You didn't call
Oh,
it first.
no.
Yeah. You got to call your, if you want to use up your buffs, you got to call them first. Winfred has an inspiration. Paulie has a D6 bonus. I've got
Yeah,
here,
wicked.
Ymir has a D4 and a D8. Thorindir has almost the full stack.
I thought I had a full inspiration as well.
Maybe?
So what's the D4 bonus from?
Less.
That would have been from a. These are all the ones from cards. So if someone's given you a blessed
cool.
card or something.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I can see that on my little thing here. That's cool. All right.
All right, so the Demogorgon lashes out with one of its tentacles, attacking kind of just madly, starts walking forward out of the water, and its two baboon heads kind of oscillating between roaring at each other and at the world, and then like arguing with each other and the world, and a tentacle lashes out.
Whoa.
Whoa.
And just obliterate, like one of the Koatoa standing in front of you, Paulie, is just smacked back into a wall in front of you, and needs to make a
Holy
con saving throw.
shit.
Is that my damage then?
No, just the guy in front of you.
Okay. Con saving throw.
Targets a creature. No, not you. So he's slamming the Koatoa with the tentacles.
Fishman.
The Fishman. Or its hit point takes bludgeoning damage. So it takes 21 bludgeoning damage. If the target is a creature, it must succeed on a DC 23 Constitution saving throw, or its hit point maximum is reduced by an amount equal to the damage taken. Okay. Cool. This guy's not happy about just being slammed into a wall. Another tentacle lashes out at the Gith.
I'll be back in a second. At me?
At
Gith.
the Gith that's up here.
Okay.
What does he have?
Jesus, he hits hard.
Demon.
I mean, he is like 50 foot tall, isn't he?
30.
Yeah.
30 foot tall, sorry.
Yeah, so this guy is also like bludgeoned, knocked back, and is kind of really regretting the life choices that got him to this point.
Mm.
The Koatoa start swarming around. One of them that, even though it was just hit by the Demogorgon, sort of turns to see you, Paulie, and tries to bite you. I assume a 12 to hit will not cut it though.
He's AFK, but I don't think it will.
No. And then it tries to hit him with like a pincer staff. I think that's going to be even worse. Okay. Let's see. Ymir, a couple of attacks on you.
Fuck me.
I think only
Two of those hit.
2 of those hit.
7 and 6.
Yeah.
13 halved. 7.
So three of them are attacking you, but others have sort of pressed forward and started attacking the
7
ones that brought
damage.
you. One of them, like one of the Koatoas, is still just sort of maddeningly looking up at the Demogorgon and just chanting Leemoogoogoon, and just sort of like flailing spasmodically. Thorndy, you're gonna get another bite from one of these flying manta rays. 16 to hit.
I've got to leave and come back. I can't hear you guys for some reason.
Okay. I'm not sure if Aaron heard me either because there was a 16 to hit.
Yeah, it hit. And
Okay.
I did 3 damage on it.
I can hear now.
Cool.
Sorry, that guys.
That's all right.
Now,
Ploop.
I right back. Did I take damage then? What you said?
Does a 12 or an 11 hit you?
No.
No, then no, you're fine. You're able to kind of skip out of the way in that that sort of recessed cove. The one of the Koatoa came at you with kind of a pinchy claw. It's almost like a and a hook, almost like a trash picking up claw kind of thing.
Oh, what hit me? Sorry.
One of the manta rays.
Was that the one in front of me?
Yep.
All right. Well, then that activates my cloak. Hold on.
Cloak of the manta ray.
No, the burning hands of my sunleaf armor.
Yes.
There you go. And it is a 15-foot cone in front of me.
Mm-hmm. So it's going to make a dex save, and I assume so does the Demogorgon.
I think so. But yeah, it's in front of me.
Okay.
Oh, don't. I think I rolled that again. Shit.
Burning hands. Cool.
Jesus.
Yeah, don't take the second one.
Fuck
That was
me.
just
All
trying
right.
to put my charge in.
That damage is nuts. What's up with that roll? Like that bonus he's got for dexterity.
So the flames go out, even though the manta ray kind of veers out of the way, still gets clipped by some of the fire. The Demogorgon kind of just stands in it, and the flames wash over it. You can see you've done some damage to like the fur on its scaly skin, but it is not giving a fuck at all.
No, it's not giving 2 shits.
So fire damage doesn't affect it very much?
Oh, it's just got a fucking lot of health, bro.
Yep.
Oh, right. Okay.
You give me a perception check, Thorndir.
Yeah, no, not very perceptive.
No. What's Ploop doing?
Oh wait, was the bad priest called Plop?
Yeah.
Plop was his daughter.
Plop and Ploop.
Good.
He wanted me to kill his daughter.
That's perfect.
For a meta level, is this a full-grown Demogorgon? Like a big boy?
How would Ymir know how big Demogorgons?
No, on a meta level, just for me. Like, this has nothing to do with Ymir. This is just curiosity for me.
I can't answer.
Good point.
If you can phrase it to me in an in-game way, I'll give you an in-game answer.
Okay. Trying to think. How would Ymir? All right, leave it with me.
Yeah.
Trying to think of how would Ymir know.
Yeah. Think about that puzzle from a different angle. Thorndir.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
Okay. Was I tied up or anything, or I was just bound?
You weren't tied up. You were kind of like just beat up and left by the altar.
Yeah. He's gonna try and fucking run back, eh?
Do you disengage or do you take the attack of opportunity?
I'll take the attack from. Wait, is the Demogorgon attacking me, or is this thing attacking me?
The manta ray sort of tries to spear out with its barbed tail,
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take the hit.
And
Nothing.
you know what? At the last second, Steve Irwin jumps in the way. It's like, crikey, look out, Thorindir. I got you, buddy.
Look out, mate! Crikey!
Look out, mate!
Oh, he's got me again!
He's got me, Thorindir, you beauty. Look at this little fella.
Oh, you just need the first ever like solid tear just fall down Thorindir's eye for his
Yeah.
friend.
Not even when fucking Rakan went down.
No, it wasn't even a tear.
You're like, there goes the world's greatest ranger.
Yeah,
Steve Irwin.
the world's greatest animal man fucking ranger.
Yeah.
Oh, too soon. He made me sad now. It didn't even happen, but it did happen. Steve.
Steve-o.
You hear the scurrying of feet of someone who is invisible, just fucking booking it.
Getting the fuck out.
And
oh, sorry, yeah, Thorindir's still going. Yeah, my bad.
Can I?
Yeah, you can have a turn.
That's
it.
Anything.
You're walking away. No.
Yeah. Yeah. I will. Blah 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 blah. Is he climbing up this rock face at the moment, or is he like?
He's like half up there now. Yeah.
Well, then you're gonna see fucking the old finger pointing out, Thorindir just loading it with a bit of fucking thunder out of his mouth, and fucking the old clickaroo that's gonna shatter this fucking cunt.
Clickaroo. Love the clickaroo.
All right, boys. Pray for me. Oof. And I think it would get this guy as well.
Okay.
And because it is on rock and anything, because it is getting affected by the shadow, I'll link it. Does anything extra just to cliff start collapsing down or anything, or?
Fucking hell.
Jesus Christ, this can't.
Yeah.
So the creature in the air that sort of tried to spike you with his tail, that got the world's greatest ranger instead,
Yeah.
is just sort of knocked back by this thunderous wave of force.
Mm-hmm.
The Demogorgon saves on that throw, so it takes half damage.
Yeah.
Let me. There he is. So can you see that?
Yeah.
Oh,
sweet Jesus.
So we'll say it like 8 damage.
Yeah.
And the sort of rock face that's sort of at the front of the edge of the cove sort of explodes out and rock shards go flying in every direction. Roll, say, 3d10 for me. Uh, 11 damage. Cool. All right. Anything else, Thorindir? Aaron?
Well, assuming, yeah, because Paulie rolled a fucking 1 on his hiding, didn't he?
Yeah.
Come on now, my boy Paulie. You're going to have to try better than that to take down the Demogorgon, my lad. Imagine wearing a piece of that on your hat. And give him bardic inspiration.
Aaron, I feel like Paul is hiding like Chopper right now. You know, just like.
Ymir.
Ymir, being a traveling adventurer, would he be able to tell if this is a grown boy or if it's a lesser sort of Demogorgon, like he's growing up, or is he going to be a big fucking problem? Also, one other question. With that shatter, would that have damaged the altar in front of him as well?
It's only 20-foot circle, so
Nah.
it was more on the cliff face here. So no.
Yeah, understandable. Okay.
Um,
If I have to make a
then
check,
what does Ymir know of demons?
he just knows he likes to kill things. That's about it. Like he's very good at killing things, and he travels the world killing things.
Yeah.
Okay.
If not, that is completely fine. I'm grasping at straws here.
Yeah. Give me. Just trying to look at what you got here. I'll accept. Give me a nature check.
Okay, and I'm going to use that D8.
Okay.
I sent that meme to the wrong group chat, but still, it's applicable. So
That would be a 18.
You've never seen anything like this creature before. You are obviously mid-rage. You're sort of blood-red eyes, heart pounding in your ears. But even the sight of this creature is somewhat even slowing the flow of the blood in your veins. You seem to have an epiphany. The mark on your arm sort of starts itching and burning. And you feel the mind of Venomfang in your head. And you hear the dragon say to you, "It's not a Demogorgon, you insolent whelp. It is the Demogorgon. There is only one. It is a lord of the abyss. Get out now."
That's what I was worried about. Ymir is going to... Oh, fuck. Can I drop my rage using... Oh, no, doing that check have taken my bonus action?
No, I think it's fine.
Yeah, I'm going to use my bonus action to drop rage.
I think your rage just ends if you don't attack something and you take no damage. I don't think you can actively drop a rage.
Yeah, but I can actively drop it with a bonus action. Okay. Where is it? It was rage. Your rage ends early. Oh my god, go away. Pop up. Knocked unconscious, or if your turn ends and haven't attacked or anything, you can also end your rage as a bonus action.
Okay.
Yep. So I'm going to drop rage.
Because I do know an important part of Ymir is that he doesn't back down when he's raging.
Exactly. That's why I'm using the action to drop the rage. I feel like the Venom Fang in his head would have snapped him out of it.
All right.
Because a voice in the head is always kind of fucking weird. So he's like snaps out of his rage. Disengage counts as a bonus action, doesn't it?
It's a full action for you.
All right, cool. Well, I'm going to disengage. And Ymir is going to run 30 feet that away. To there. And just yell as he's running, "Get the fuck out! Run!" And I like to think that as I ran past, I gave the fish priest a pat on the shoulder, like, "How's this going for you, bud?"
He says back to you, "Champion, where are you going? We must defend the sea mother's town against this interloper. You are sent by the god."
This is not a god. This is a lord of the abyss. I'm out. And he just keeps going.
All right.
We need another. Or he goes, "We need another god."
Hey, DM Dan, quick question. How far away is the Mushroom Grove to this town? Like, where would it be in regards to this map?
In regards to this map, I think
Yeah.
somewhere to the southeast. I think.
Somewhere to the southeast, so like down here somewhere?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
All right. The Gith sort of cutting through leaps over you, Thorindir. Karate chops at one of the manta rays. No luck on that one. Yeah. And sort of one that you were kind of running and it was getting close to you and ready to swoop down. You see him like leap through the air unnaturally high and just sort of bicycle kicks it, Liu Kang style, and then kind of lands next to you on the stone floor and gives you a nod and says, the Duragar was a coward. He ran away instantly. You at least tried to fight.
I've never seen that before. I'm very shocked. Never seen him to run away from a challenge.
Talking about the Duragar, not me.
Oh yeah, seeing a dwarf just disappear and run. Never seen that, bro.
Yeah.
Of course I've seen that. It's me, bro.
He says, do you have a way off this lake?
Off this lake, we have a ship. But I don't know what state she's in. She took a mighty bit of damage from the Kraken before. But I tell you what, we might have to escape post-haste with this one, lads.
Planar, air, or water?
Water. But what did you say? Plain, air, or water?
Planar, air, or water?
A water ship on the seas.
It'll have
That's
to
what you're
do.
getting at?
I'd rather be about 3 planes away from this thing, but if we can put water between us, perhaps we can buy us time.
That indeed, my friend.
Lead the way. Winfred.
I guess Winfred's still trying to talk to Gaspard, trying to get him to help. But I'm assuming on a meta level, Gaspard is not going to help, right?
You get the impression that he's happy to leave the Koatoa to their fate, and is very much like a he's happy. You know that thing where they like, you know, they came for the Koatoa and I did not speak out because I wasn't a Koatoa. Like, he's happy for that just to play out as it is.
Sorry,
Like,
you cut out.
You know that thing where it's like they came for the Koatoa and I did not speak up because I was not a Koatoa?
Oh, yep.
Yeah, he's happy for like that to play out.
Look, Mr. Gaspard, I completely understand you don't want to leave your grove. I wouldn't want to leave my home either if, like, a neighboring town was under attack. Because, to be honest with you, I got little legs and, like, I don't move all that fast. Anyway, but, like, if you don't save these people, they're going to come after you, too. Like, after they're done with killing all the Kawatoa, well, I think that's what they're called. The fish people, they're going to come after you too. And you're like in the next village. Don't make the same mistake that I made. Don't let them come to your forest and start chopping things down. You got to start helping out. Otherwise, they're going to come for you and you're going to have half as many forces defending you. Then,
And he just like turns the little mushroom dude around so Gaspard can see him.
but look at this. This is my angry face. I don't put my angry face on for many people. I'm putting it on for you because you're being lazy, like a lazy Winfred.
And you see sort of Winfred getting frustrated at himself because this is a situation that has happened to him before.
Give me a persuasion check.
Okay.
Use an inspiration.
Yeah, I am going to use an inspiration for this. I'm not fucking around with this inspiration anymore. Where are we? There we go. What was it? Persuasion, was it?
Yep.
Persuasion with advantage. That is a
13.
13.
All right. Let me check if he is swayed.
Wait, with that bardic inspiration that was given to me by the card, does that automatically add to?
No.
Or do
you
I
have
have
No,
to
to
you
roll
got to
them.
choose.
use
You
that?
got to choose to use
I'm
it.
going to choose to use that. Okay, cool. I won't use that right now, but I just wanted to know
Yeah.
how it worked.
Yeah, it's not tied into the game in any way. It's just
Yeah.
on my overlay, and I
Yeah, okay, I get you.
tick off the inspiration when you use it. Gaspard says, "We will send some of our hands to help pacify, but this is not our war. This is not our fight."
I bring the little mushroom dude that I'm holding real close to my face. I say, it's gonna be your war if you don't do anything about it. So you better send those people and send them quick. And I drop the little dude. And then I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run south. I'm gonna use my full action to a dash. So I'm just gonna like drop on all fours. And I'm going to run. I think I can run like 60 feet, is it?
Yeah, your dash lets you move W speed.
I don't know what's in here. So I'm just gonna like run in this way somewhere.
Yep.
So I'm gonna run down here, and I'm guessing this is sort of like a market kind of thing.
Yeah, there's like alleyways of some of these buildings and so on.
Okay, cool. If I'm running through the market, can I do like a perception check to see if there's any like harpoons or explosives or like anything that I can use in the battle against the Demogorgon?
Sure. Yeah, give me a perception check.
Cool. And if it's all right with you, I would like to use my bardic inspiration for this one.
Yeah. Well, you've got a D4 of it, right? Yeah.
A D4, yeah.
Yeah. Cool. I'll mark that off.
Good.
Plus
11.
Plus a D4.
Oh, sorry, yeah, D4. I thought it was plus 6. Oh my god.
Your schnoz is just overwhelmed by the smell of like rotten fish and fear. You're smelling a lot of fear and insanity as you start wending your way through the back streets of Sloobludop. You don't spot anything particularly useful. In fact, you're having a hard time just getting through the press of fishmen, as a lot of them are just kind of like running around, kind of alternating between screaming and bumping into each other. It's pretty crazy.
Okay. And with that, I'm gonna end my turn, and I will be right back because I've got to do a thing.
Cool. Paulie.
How high up is the ceiling?
Pretty high. Pretty high. Like it's, I'd say like 200 feet maybe.
Right.
Because this is like a
there
built-up city that would, yeah.
Is there stalactites up there?
Sure, but they're sort of very big.
Oh, I wanted big. I wanted really big.
Okay.
Okay. Can I have a look and see if there's any explosives around?
Give me a perception check. Now, did you hear Ymir's call?
Huh? I wouldn't say so.
Okay.
Did I?
I ran from like maybe 15 feet away from you, yelling, "Run."
Oh, I fucking hate you.
You are here.
You
I
suck.
was
I
here.
hate you. Yeah, I hate
No,
you.
I
I
was
heard
here.
you. I'm running.
Oh no, you don't have to.
Oh no, I do. You fucking coward piece of shit.
No, the dragon said, "Get out."
The Kotor in front of you tries to like grab you with his little pincer as you try and run. But you're okay.
Wouldn't that be uncanny dodge? Anyway.
Oh yeah, if you tell me you're doing uncanny. Are you disengaging or are you?
Sorry about that. What did I miss?
Oh, I'm just being a little bitch, I guess. So,
Okay.
I think that's the best explanation I can give. So I'm probably gonna have to run 150 feet too. So 1 second. So I'll use up all my action to run.
Which direction are you flying?
I had the best plan ever, Dylan, and you suck.
Or you can always yell at me as you go past.
No, I can't. No.
Well, then no, I don't suck. Because I wasn't aware. Should have rolled better on your insanity check.
You shouldn't be a little bitch.
Thorindir casts message clearly to the Ymir and calls him a little bitch.
Ymir's going to turn around and grab everyone. We're all going down then.
The Demogorgon starts walking forward. Its tentacles lashing out just at everything around it.
Fucking hell.
Just completely flattening one Koatoa. One of those tentacles is going to come out at you, Thorindir, as it just sort of starts stomping forward, stomping over its own idol, its own shrine where you were moments earlier. It has a tail.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's exciting.
I'm guessing the tail could only hit things behind it.
Yeah, look, that's a really good point, isn't it? All right. Tentacle comes flying out at you, Thorindir.
Yarp.
Fucking hell.
21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits me.
You take 32 damage.
Yeah.
And I need a Constitution saving throw. Okay. You don't feel very good. I mean, part of that is because you've been knocked unconscious, I imagine.
Yeah, I'm backing out, bro.
2 times in one day.
Yeah.
All right. Ymir, from your position, and Paulie, you're sort of at the edge of the battlefield there. You see Thorindir go down. Ploop starts walking forward, the sort of piranhas whirling around him, and he's sort of yelling up at the Demogorgon, yelling, "We will not be afraid. The sea mother protects us all." And this action. Water from like the pool behind him kind of like washes up and becomes this sort of maiden figure, flies forward and kind of splashes onto and tries to like push the Demogorgon back, and it is kind of battling against this holy water, which is sort of washing off around. And let me roll here. The water starts sort of splashing off, some of it sort of searing the Demogorgon somewhat, and it takes... it seems to be sort of screaming in pain from this divine water, though when you're splashed in the face with it, Thorindir, you feel revitalized. You wake up for the second time today.
Oh, shit.
You gain 16 health.
Well, fuck yeah.
Ymir's head snaps back like, hold up.
And it's Thorindir's turn.
Well, Thorindir immediately upon being rejuvenalized grabs a hold of the leg of the Gith
Gith.
next to me, and Thorindir casts level 2 invisibility, and both of us now become invisible. And I assume getting up is half my movement, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, and so one.
He keeps one hand on you as you move, and I'm going to say he kind of goes with you somewhat. But yeah, unless you want to break away from him after casting invisibility.
Oh no, like he knows where I am.
Yeah, cool. All right. So yeah, you kind of invisible himself and yourself. You can hear.
Yeah.
In fact, you can hear two invisible figures nearby you at the moment. Invisible. Cool. Ymir, what are you doing?
Did Ymir see? I feel like Ymir would have heard the Demogorgon taking the divine water,
Sure.
like hearing it splashing and sizzling, and hearing all of the yelling from our fish friend.
Yeah.
Ymir is going to. Oh, what's he gonna do? Oh, moment. Ymir is gonna yell to Thorindir and just say, just yelling, "What are we doing? Do we want to run? Do I? What? What am I doing now?"
Fly, you fool!
All right, Ymir's gonna fucking.
No, whatever you want to do, bro.
No. Can you please say that? Can you please say that?
Okay, I said that.
He said, "Fly, you fools." All right, Ymir is just going to.
Have you planned ahead for this? Is this Ymir's like, is this a Balrog situation?
Is this what's happening? Are we running?
Go Balrog.
Yeah, Ymir's gonna dash 60 feet away. Actually, from here, Ymir's going to go. Would I know where the ship was vaguely?
Oh yeah, you'd know it's to the east.
Ah,
Came
cool.
in at the eastern dock.
Yeah, well, Ymir's going to dash 60 feet that way.
Okay.
And he's going to. Noticing that Paulie, as soon as Ymir yelled run, took off with him. He's going to yell, "Bird, what is this? You don't listen to me!" And that's it. That's all I can do.
Do you think you'd consider that a command?
I fucking do. I was about to say the exact same thing.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, that's why I went silent. I was like, wait a second. Did he just say what I think he said?
I should just
Yeah. Is yelling you don't listen to me, as if to be like, you've never listened to me. Why are you listening to me now?
No. It's all in the context, and I believe that he's taken it in his madness.
Oh no.
Listen to me.
That is how he means it. He's like, you've never listened to me before. Why start now?
God, no.
That was a theory that Ymir may have worked on over the last 10 minutes.
Cool.
Out of game.
The Gith, you feel sort of pick you up, Thorindir, or grab you by the back of the waistcoat. I assume he has a nice 3-piece situation going. Thorindir seems the type.
Legend.
Yeah.
It kind of grabs you by the back of the collar and the belt. You feel him kind of ready up and just launch himself with a massive jump, clearing parts of the space here.
Oh fuck yeah!
Oops.
God damn, that Gith got some movement, dude.
Yeah, he's not natty. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I've got some theories about what he is.
Winfred.
A legend. That's a theory. He's a legend.
I'm going to continue running through the bazaar. And I sort of measured it out before. I can get to about here-ish. And I thought I was going to be able to run east, but I think I've got about 20 feet left after this. So I'm going to start running south this way.
Do you mean west?
No, south.
No, like you came from the east.
Yeah, no, you heard me. West.
Okay. Very good. We're going west.
Get those Weast Bix.
Never
Yeah, you
eat
did.
soggy waste mix.
Yep.
Ymir did not have his waist bix today. That's why he's getting the fuck out of Dodge.
Yep.
But you always eat soggy wheat bix because you pour milk on them because it's cereal.
Yeah, but
hated
do you-
that.
Semi-soggy.
Yeah,
Semi-
I eat them before they
soggy
get
Weet-Bix.
soggy. Mine are still
there's a
crisp.
difference. There's such a
Moist.
difference between moist and soggy.
There is.
Moist wheat bix.
Nah, moist wheat bix is where they're at. Soggy wheat bix is
Agreed.
when you start eating gruel.
Agreed. I agree with you completely.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
it depends.
yeah.
Have you filled the gruel with sugar? Because I feel like then it's all right.
That is pretty good. You just put an extra sugar on top. You eat it.
Exactly.
Yeah, if I wanted to eat gruel, I'd eat porridge.
Yeah, exactly.
Porridge is
All
a
right,
tit
all
fry.
right. Sorry, guys, we're
Porridge
getting
is fucking
sidetracked. We got
lit.
about 10 minutes left. I want to.
Right. Okay. Hearing Thorindir and Ymir's conversation and just listening to these commands. Don't listen to Ymir. Don't run. Okay, perfect. Fly, you fool. That's what Paul is going to do. Can I please search for Can I please search for explosives?
Give me a perception check.
Done. Can I add my bardic inspiration to the +6 or the?
Is that the buff from chat? Yep.
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 So there's that. one.
Or you've got inspiration from Thorindir, I think specifically as well, which is a separate thing.
I'll use both of them. Can I use both of them?
Sure.
So plus a 1d6.
Plus 2d6.
Plus 2d6.
Plus 2d6, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Fuck me. 11.
11. You don't find any. You don't find any explosives, though. You do find a small gnome tied up and bound in one of these rooms.
Which one?
A small gnome.
Oh.
Well, I mean, all gnomes are small, really.
Yes. No, I'm
Where is he? Okay.
I mean,
gathering.
yeah, obviously. Where the fuck did the gnome come
I'm
from?
gathering
Right, okay.
some things.
Can I just check? Does this gnome have a pickaxe on him? Because he's a gnome. I feel like they have
This gnome's a little weird in that he has no eyebrows. He's got hold on, where is he's got sort of a little sort of tuft of like white mustache thing going, or you're not sure if it's quite like nose hair or if it's mustache. He's got eyebrows, but they're kind of like a bit singed off. He's got like little goggles up on his forehead as well, and he sort of sees you come in, and as he looks up at you, he says, I assume you don't speak Gnomish?
no.
He yells up at you in Gnomish. Oh, you scunner! You're coming there! We can fight you with both the hands behind me back here.
I'm just gonna point. I'm gonna point Talon at him. Can you make things go boom?
What are you, the laws, mate? I've got a good alibi for that, do I?
Yes.
No, I was nowhere near
Nod
those.
yes.
I was
Yes, nod. No, shake your head.
Are you providing me the gunpowder, laddie?
Do you have any? I'll pay for it. Just
He says, "I'll free these binds, and maybe we find something. Maybe something flammable shows up. Something we find together."
yeah, I'll slash his binds off. Welcome to the crew. Let's go.
So now we've got a foul-mouthed pyrotechnic as part of the crew as well.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Marcus's foul mouth pyrotechnic.
Yes, I'll see if I can pull this up. Actually, let's.
This is why you have to read all of the posts.
I did read him. That's why I was like, the second it was a gnome, and I was like, ooh, he's gonna have explosives.
Yeah.
All of the posts on the Facebook page.
Yeah, about our pirate crew.
You got to stay up with the meta and all the lore and the ins and outs of the ins and outs. You know what I'm saying?
Thorindir hears ya. Thorindir don't care.
Thorindir's not here for you. He's here for the dice.
Yeah, mate, he
fortune.
gives zero shit about the crewmen.
You're all expendable.
Just
Pretty
like
much.
that lone dead ranger.
Steve.
How dare you evoke?
So he looks like this.
This cunt definitely has explosives on him.
Some would say he's got a very explosive personality.
Oh no!
All right. You and him start scrounging around, and he starts sort of asking you to like pull things off shelves and things like that. But while you're doing that, the people who are tying him up are here.
Cool. How do we go with the finding of explosives?
He's a lot better at it than you. Let's have a look. He says he can whip up a firebomb. You want to make things
Can you do it on
burn?
the fly? Can you do it on the fly?
He says, "Great pun, but gnomes can't fly."
You can today. I'm gonna grab him, like I'm gonna grab him with my talons, like on my feet, and then just for however much I can move, I'm gonna start flying towards the ceiling.
Oh my god, Paulie's
But
about to become a
Buzz,
fucking B-17 bomber.
Buzz, we're not aiming for the bus. I'm not aiming for the bus.
Cool. While you're doing that, the Demogorgon's just sort of laying waste to a bunch of the Koatoa here as it sort of starts marching through towards the priest daddy.
How far do we get up? Like halfway, let's say.
Yeah, we'll say halfway. It's going to be your next full turn to get up there, I think. While he's like madly kind of mixing shit together, shaking it up, opening it, smelling it, like you kind of hear a lot of like excited giggles, like.
I genuinely hope he doesn't fumble.
I feel like I have my own little gnome monkey now. I'm okay with this.
Nay, king! Nay, queen! We will not be fooled again! Hold still, you scatterbird! Suck you in the clock!
I'll just like go with like one of my talons and go That's a bad gnome, very bad gnome. Then I'll grab him back again before he drops anything.
You daft wee birdie, the gnome's bounce you can! I'll be ride you all the way down! Don't you think of dropping me now? I'll blow your right ears off!
Just make the things that go boom, and I won't drop you.
Thorindir.
Yes, my turn, is it?
Fuck me, I love this gnome. It's my favourite character so far.
Are they flying off at the moment? Whereabouts are they?
They're flying up. They're probably essentially above you, but like, how far can you fly, Paulie?
150 feet. If I use all my my movement and action and bonus action.
Yeah, so he's probably like a good 120 feet above you.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Will I end invisibility now because we're all together?
Yeah, you kind of just like you feel yourself land and be kind of placed gently but on the move by the Gith, as he's sort of keeping one hand on your shoulder though, so you know he's kind of nearby.
Yeah. I'll release invisibility so we sort of appear and so the boys see us. Well, Ymir, just because.
Because he was worried, I think, our boy Ymir.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's running backwards. Like, where is everybody?
Yeah, and I'm actually going to yell back at Blimu, the priest, and go. Fuck, how's he gonna say this? Come now, our priest friend. We have done all we can in this cave. We must get out of here post hastily and form a rally group back down with more numbers of fishmen. Surely we must be able to hold the rendezvous at the end of this cave, and instead of battling them in here with these numbers. Don't sacrifice yourself now for nothing. And yeah.
He yells back, "The Sea Mother has sent its champion. She wills again send the champion to fight off this demon god."
Oh.
Yep. Oh, well.
And then Thorndeer turns to Ymir and goes, "Well then, champion."
All right.
See, once again, he's just afraid of getting clapped by another person who called him his champion.
We're doing this. Hey,
It's almost like our champion has a problem with being our champion.
hey, bird. You forget. My turn is next.
I'm 120 feet up in the air, and you said don't listen to you.
No, I said you don't listen to me. Why are you listening now?
You said you don't listen to me. That's all I heard.
Quit your bitching and take your turn.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna take my turn.
That's everything from Thorndeer? Are you?
Yeah,
turned
yeah,
off the
yeah,
notes?
yeah. Oh, and I'm also moving.
Yeah.
To Ymir.
Ymir is going to quickly converse with Thorndeer as much as he can in 6 seconds. What are we doing? Do I go back, be the champion? Do I run? Do we live to fight another day? What do we do?
Well, my boy, is it every day you get to kill the Demogorgon?
I thought I'd get to fight him later when I was a bit more.
The time is nigh, my friend. We've got the fish priest. He seems to be doing well. He brought me back from the grips of oblivion.
He's now at the foot of the Demogorgon, so I'm like, kind of thinking to
Ymir,
myself, might not
Ym-
last all that much longer.
Ymir charges in.
he charges back and just yells, "Bird, boom! Boom!"
Ymir charges in, yelling out to the
Boom.
cave in general, yelling "boom" to anyone who'll listen. To anyone
Hoping that his loud voice will knock something free.
Aaron, you had something?
Oh man, the Thorndeer just starts seeing Ymir charge and whips out his drum. You just start hearing like Back in Black playing in the fucking background.
Explosions happening all around him, just like. Yeah!
On that final frame, we see Ymir running back in, double hand axe at the ready. Battle axe at the ready in two hands. We see Paulie rising up to the ceiling with a gnome, muttering and with a sort of vibrating and smoking glass vessel. We also see a small group of, by small, sort of two large myconids surrounded by a couple of regular-sized ones marching into the city, and Winfred running madly, hell for leather, towards the party. And that's where we'll end it this week.
Very good. This is gonna.
Hell yeah. I have so many plans that I'll keep as a secret, but I'm excited about it.
I
You could probably tell me
genuinely
so I
hope-
can let you know, or I can plan around them.
If you have a second after we're done, I'll
Yeah.
just talk to you privately.
Yep, cool.
I genuinely hope that I get to command a platoon of mushroom people. Because that'd be like the best shit ever.
Yeah, so thank you very much for another excellent week of D&D with the Underdark Pirates campaign that we got going on. You've got, maybe, if they survive, a couple of new crewmates, thanks to people in the community for submitting. Who have we got here? Nesbit Bumblefoot, the Gnome Ranger, who has an artillery attack. And also we've got Reynard, the Gith Raider. So how this is probably going to end up working is that eventually, if you can keep these people alive and pay them and keep them happy, they will act as almost like a buff or like a bonus action you can deploy when you're fighting on or near the ship.
Cool.
As they're kind of like your crew members. Thank you very much for the follow, Miss Lovelock. And yeah, so we'll work out how that all works. You'll probably get one of the crewmate assigned to someone, so like they're in charge of deploying their ability, and they have different abilities. So Nesbit has a grenade ability, and Reynard has a psychic resonance ability, and there's some other ones as well, like a chef and stuff like that you may or may not meet eventually. So yeah, looking to fill up the ship with some interesting characters.
Scales.
And
Really?
yeah, and if in chat you can go check out the Instagram post or the website post and things like that if you want to submit some character ideas to get included on the crew as well. Apart from that, I think that's pretty much everything. I'm going to say goodnight to the chat, and then I'll join you guys for a bit of an after show chat, unless you had anything you wanted to yell at chat, your love, your hate, your distaste.
Thanks, chat.
I just want to level up so I can become a wild magic barbarian. That's all I want out of this.
Quit saying level up. Each time we mention the word level up, we don't level up.
No.
One more campaign we gotta do.
Refuse.
Stop saying it.
I specifically told Jacob as well that it's not about how many foes you kill. You got to grow as a character. You got to hit that milestone as a
And you're acting like a grumpy boy.
I mean,
No,
if we kill this,
Jacob's
that's a
acting like a
fucking
grumpy
milestone.
bitch. No, Jacob's acting like a grumpy boy. Winfred's actually facing his demons if you didn't catch that in the fucking thing there.
Mate, the next level would be the best thing for Paulie ever. But the idea of fighting a Demogorgon before that level sounds amazing to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, the Demogorgon, Timmy.
Yes,
not
the
a
Demogorgon. Sorry.
Cool. And thanks for cashing in those points, Aaron. I've just sent you a free loot box there, so hopefully you can get some buffs
I already
ahead
did.
I just
Well, you got to.
ahead of next game. And yeah, all right, pack it in there. I'll turn off the stream, and everyone else, I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Thanks, chat.
Thanks, chat.
Thanks, chat.
Bah.